Today we're doing quesadillas. We're using country pork. We're using our slow cooker. So when we get home from work, 1, 2, 3. Every day cooking, Dad. Cooking every day. Alright. So we're going to season these up the night before we put these in the slow cooker. So we're going to hit these up with a little bit of Lawry's, garlic, and onion, salt, and pepper. So just get it over on all sides. So guys, you know, this pork, it takes on flavor really well. So we're gonna make sure you season this up the night before. You could do it the same day, but this just adds another layer, dimension of flavor. So, you know, we're going in with our onion and garlic powder. And then we're gonna hit this also up with some salt and pepper. Didn't get that on camera, but as you can see, we got some kosher salt there. And now we're going in with a little pepper. And then guys, there's another form of marination or seasoning that we can go with. The onion. The onion adds a nice layer of flavor. You just let it sit on the meat like overnight. Especially if you do that with some skirt steak, that works. So we're just putting down a layer of onions and then in with our pork. Guys, you got to try that if you've never used it before. And when you open that bag up, ooh, it smells so good. So this is going in the refrigerator overnight. It's probably about 8 o'clock I'm doing this. All right, so it's the next morning, and this is what we got. Now I got about 10 minutes before I'm about to leave. So we got our better than billion onion, our liquid smoke, 3 cloves of garlic, and our vegetable better than billion. All that's going in the crock pot. Now to help things along a little bit, you know, we're going in with some hot water. That's just to kind of help the better than billion dissolve and get this slow cooker started. So in with our hot water, our sauteed better than billion, and our vegetable better than billion. We got that in, and a little bit of liquid smoke. We're going to put that in the water, and then we're also going to probably put that on top of the meat. And then in with our meat. Now this doesn't get any easier than this. It's really dump and go. And just a little bit of work when we get home. On top with the liquid smoke. And just arrange this so it sits nicely in the crock pot or the slow cooker. Now you don't want to fill it up all the way because it's also going to generate its own juice. So don't cover your meat. Just go about halfway. You see that level right there? You know, because it's like a little convection oven. And then, you know, I decided to add a little bit of Creole seasoning, our Cajun seasoning. Just a little bit on top. And I'm putting that stuff on everything lately. All right, so that's it. It's time to go to work. All right, so it's been about 10 hours or so. It's about 5 o'clock. And there we go. This is what we got, guys. Hey guys, this is so soft and the house smells so good. Look at that, it just falls apart. This doesn't get any better. I mean, I can take this and just put this over top of a bowl of white rice right now. And I'm happy. Let's give this a quick taste. Yep. And guys, I got this meat from Costco. I only used half of it for this recipe. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this all pulled apart. You know, guys, we don't even have to go in with a fork or anything. We're just crushing it with our tongues. Oh yes, and by the way, we did set our crock pot to 10 hours low. Got to give one more taste.
Yeah.
All right, so we know it's good. So we're gonna move on to our vegetables for our quesadillas. All right, so we got our bell peppers. I got green and red, but you can have just one red or just green, and our onion. And I'm going to be using the pickled jalapenos on mine. Everybody else is probably not going to eat that, but I am. All right, so we're going to take a nice medium pan, medium heated pan, and some butter. We go. Let that come down. It's not a screaming hot pan. We just want to saute our vegetables. So in we go with a little bit of salt. And then we're just going to give these a nice stir. And once they start to soften a little bit, you know, we'll be ready to just go ahead and add our bell peppers. So again, we're just making these soft. We're not trying to cook them all the way down. I like to have a little bit of bite on my vegetables when we have the quesadilla. So you have different textures. Now I'm thinking about it. Probably should have went in with some garlic here. That would have been nice, some fresh garlic. But I did taste this off camera, and they need a little salt and pepper. But guys, let's recap real quick. We seasoned the meat. We let it sit overnight. We take it out. We put it in the slow cooker. We let that cook for 10 hours on low. Now we're taking our vegetables and we're sauteing. Guys, this is easy schmeezy. All we did was come home to a nice fresh pot of cooked meat in our slow cooker. So now we're going to move on to our tortilla. Now, I'm using a soft tortilla and I'm putting butter on one side. Now, I don't know if it's traditional to put butter on it, but that's just how I do it. I wanted to have that little kiss of brownness on it. So we got our cheddar cheese that we went ahead and we shredded ourselves. And we got some mozzarella. So whoever wants mozzarella in their quesadilla, they got mozzarella. And whoever wants cheddar, got cheddar. Or you can do both. That's what I'm going to do. All right, so now let's go ahead. We got a screaming hot pan. And down we go with our tortilla. And I immediately turned the pan down. I wanted to get a nice sear, but I don't want to burn the tortilla either. So down with some cheese. You know, your cheese of choice. And then we're going to go ahead and put some vegetables down and then our meat. Guys, we're done. This is it. It's probably going to take us longer to wash the dishes and clean up. So guys, hit me with a like and a subscribe. You know, this is a real weeknight meal. There's no fluff, no fancy stuff. Are you guys going to go ahead and put some tortilla chips on? See, I'm going to try and keep this low carb. You know, just the only carbs is the bread here, the tortilla. So we're going to turn this over on one side and let this one side continue to cook for a minute before we give it a flip. Just a couple of minutes. And now we flip, and that's, see how nice and golden brown that is? And we want the other side to get that way too. Make sure that cheese is all melted. Guys, we're done. We're there. It's time to eat. Now, I'm just having one tonight, and some jalapeno peppers and the pickled corn. And that's it, guys. This is dinner. Low carb. Easy schmeezy. And it tastes good too. Guys, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know how this is working out for you. And here's our little flyover. Guys, this is a nice low carb one. Delicious. Every day cooking, Dad. Cooking every single day. take a look at these other videos and let's get cooking.